Gas masks and hand grenades. Gas masks and hand grenades. Gas masks and hand grenades. Gas masks and hand grenades.
Well, hello there. Good evening. What's happening, everybody? It is I. It is me. It's me. Yeah. This is Jeff. Gas masks and hand grenades. Probably can't hear that in the background. We are listening to Sentenced. Shadows of Past. This fucking album is a beast. We're going to get into the vinyl, the wax in a little bit. But that's what's playing. I'm going to turn it down just a tiny bit. Welcome to Gas Masks and Hand Grenades. I am your host, me, Jeff. It is episode number 7 of the Collector Scum update from the sewers, or whatever the hell I call this thing. Yes, and before we go any further, what's happening, Tim? What's happening, AZ Mick? What is happening? Andrew? No, I have not listened to any Phil Tugas yet. I'm getting there. I swear I am. That'll be later tonight. Before we go further, I have got a new beer from the Lancaster Brewing Company here, local brew. Raspberry, lemon, and blueberry shandy. Oh my goodness. Where music melts your mind. Yeah, Tim, I fucking forget. You see how good I am at this? I'm fucking terrible, man. I was thinking about this beer. I just wanted to drink this thing. So, all right. Hang on. What the hell, man? Can't get the fucker open. Hey, when you don't have fingernails, it'd be nice if I didn't bite my fingernails like a crazy bastard, but I do. Look at that. It doesn't look very raspberry-ish, though, does it? It is actually darker than the lemon blueberry shandy, but this is kind of both of them. A little bit of ice in there. Good deal. Iced it down nice and cold. Oh, man. Oh my. Cheers. That is good shit right there. That's like having dessert right there, man. All right, with a buzz. So anyway, we are back for episode 7 of Collector Scum. Got a bunch of vinyl to show you and a bunch of CDs. And I was looking back to see when we did this last one. Too loud, Jeff. Looking back to see the last one that we did, and it was the Thursday night. What's up, Nate? Before I left for Pittsburgh. I got about 5 hours sleep that night, drove out to Pittsburgh, had my appointment with a neurogastro person who, well, let's just say I'm not going to get into it, but not thoroughly impressed as we've moved on the last 3 weeks since. But why would I be impressed with any doctor at this point after how they've kind of fucked my situation up? But I did go to a really cool record store, and we're going to see a bunch of those things in here. I've shown this stuff here and there, some of it on the birthday stream, and probably maybe at the end of an interview. I think I might have done a little bit at the end of maybe the Andrew Craighan interview. I can't remember. Anyways, long story short, lots of shit to get into. But before we go there, a couple of items here. Number 1. There are super chats available. Just saying. Not saying you have to, not asking you to. But I do actually have that option now, finally. And you do as you see fit. But in addition to that, I'd like to talk about the cool shirt that's up for sale that nobody's asking for, with the exception of Andrew, Nate, Matt, Tyler. I think there's been like 7 people tops. Now, I didn't expect to sell hundreds of these things. Okay, I was realistic about that. But in order for me to have Marty print up some, I got to kind of at least get up to the like 20 mark. So that means I need to sell about 10 to 13 more shirts. Now, I am setting up or working on setting up or was working on setting up a big cartel store, which I think will help a little bit. If I can just put a link in the description and let people do their thing and maybe post it on Instagram or whatever. Am I trying to make a bunch of money here? No, guys. Like, in all seriousness, get fucking real. It doesn't happen, okay? It's not going to happen. But here's the deal. The really badass artwork from Lee G over there at Heavy Art Talk. It's a nice, it's a nice way to advertise the show. I got a bunch of musician friends who are frequent flyers here that are going to get freebies, and of course Lee will get one, and I might even give myself one. How would that be? But I can't afford to underwrite 100 shirts like maybe Thralls did, where there's 5 guys throwing in, $30 or $40. I can't underwrite, $100 worth of t-shirts to be made that I sit on. So it'd be nice if some people would buy a shirt. I guess we'll see how it goes once I get the big cartel store set up. I'm already drunk already, and I have one big swig. Man, that smells. Oh man, does that smell good? So friggin' good. So friggin' good. Hang on one sec here. Okay. Okay, hang on one sec. So, the shirt. I don't know what else to do to get them to move, but that's all I can do. So there, I pimped a bunch there. Also, pimping a little bit further on May 11th on Future Ruins, which is Jimmy. If you know Jimmy, Jimmy does the really cool hiking and metal videos where he goes out in well, not the outback, but in the Colorado hills, or Colorado mountains, actually, and does these killer sort of Survivor Man style videos. If you don't know Jimmy's channel, get the hell over there and check it out. What are you waiting for? It's killer. Lots of cool black metal, cool atmospheric black metal, good shit. So go check that out. Hold on, my daughter just. Oh, hey, Mads. Give me a little bit, and then you can call me if you're going to be up. You're going to be up for about an hour or so? I'm going to try to make this one in an hour. So, love you, babe. Let me know in the chat there. Anyway, go check out Jimmy's channel. But on May 11th, we are going to do a really cool live stream that is going to be about 6 or 7 of us, myself, Serge, Nick from Thralls, John from Thralls, Jimmy, and a friend or 2 of his. And we're calling it like the pre-Maryland Death Fest pre-game stream. So we're going to go do the pre-game stream where we talk about, the bands we want to see. The guys that have gone in the past are going to talk about the bands they've seen. I've gone once. It was a while ago. It was at 19, I think, or 17. I can't remember. Saw Candlemass for the first time in the woods. A lot of other, I can't remember. There's that one band that did the Satanist album or something like that. Not the Satanist. Fuck. Acker Cock. Can't remember. I'll have to think all of who I saw, but October Tide. There was a couple other ones. Long story short, we're going to talk about our experiences there before, what we're looking for, who we're looking forward to seeing, the bands we could care less about, the bands we hope, put on great shows. There's a big piece of news that's coming there that I can't talk about, but I kind of know about. And yeah, that's going to be pretty big news that's coming up. I expect it to be announced fairly soon. What else? Oh, yeah. So we're talking about all that stuff. But if that wasn't good enough, listening to us ramble on about Maryland Death Fest, and all the shows. I got a bunch of shows coming up before then. Spectral Voice and Esoteric and Cathealist. I'm going to see Wayfarer, Queensryche, and Armored Saint. Seems to me there's one or two others in there. I'm going to try to catch too, but we'll talk about that kind of stuff. And then we got special guests. We got special guests. Right now, it's looking like, we're hoping at least, that Craig LoCicero is going to drop in. Maybe Greg from Esoteric, depending on, where he's at. They're on tour at that point, but he said he'd try to pop in. If it's later at night, he might jump in after a show. We'll see. Who else is coming by? I've asked Luke and Kevin Huffnagel to join us. We'll see if they're going to join in. Kelly said he dropped by. Kelly from Atheist is dropping in. And then one or two special guests from a band that I can't talk about yet. Can't talk about it. But they're going to be there, but I can't talk about it yet. And they're probably going to drop in too. Let's hope. So, lots going on there. That's Jimmy's channel, 9 o'clock Eastern time on May 11th on Future Ruins, okay? We kind of wanted to let Jimmy have a cool stream. Rick is doing the artwork, although Rick is not going, but Serge is going to try to go. Nick's going, John's going, and a couple of friends of Jimmy's. So, that'll be May 11th, 9 p.m. Tuesday night, this Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Phil Tugas from Worm, Cathealist, Atramentus, Eternity's End, First Fragment, Sirach, on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Phil is joining me. I'm hoping to lock in Chris Reeford. I know I've been saying it for a while. We've been talking, trying to figure something out. So I'm hoping to have Chris maybe the end of the week. At worst, the week after. On the 20th of April, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Craig Beerhorst of the Ruffians. You've seen Craig on my show do deep dives on Lizzie, UFO, Rainbow. Craig's got a really interesting story. He grew up in that Bay Area, was in a band that wasn't a thrash band, but he's tied in with all the Exodus guys and Laz Rocket. His business partner is Aaron Gellum from Laz Rocket in their screen printing business they have. So yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. So there you go. That's all the stuff that's coming up in the next week or so. Also, I will be having John Halm back on. I believe it's May 5th or May 3rd. I just got an email from him, so maybe I should check that quick. He is coming on to talk about his new solo album. Okay, so trying to figure out, he didn't give me the date, but I think it's May 5th. We're going to kind of do a rollout for his brand new solo album. And let's see. Andrew, tell me what the name of the album is, because I can't remember. Go look it up for me real quick. I know it's on Bandcamp, but look it up for me quick and put it in the chat. So we're going to discuss that. He just dropped a single Friday, I believe. Real cool. Sounds a little bit like Explosions in the Sky meets. It's very post-rocky and has a real cool vibe on Talk Talk, and it's beautiful, man. Maybe a little bit of your boards, not Boards of Canada. God damn it. Lift Your Skinny Wrists. Godspeed You Black Emperor. There's some of that in there. So yeah, lots to talk about with John. And then there's a couple really cool ones I'm waiting on, man. One huge name that would be massive, a Swedish master of all things production and lots of cool bands. And yeah, so working on that one. So there you go. What is up, Devin, Brian, and Mr. Dreadful? How are you, sir? There you go. I am drinking real quick before we get into this. What do I do with it? I'm having this fucking epic beer. Oh, I threw it over there. It's a Lancaster Brewing Company. Lancaster Brewing Company. Raspberry, blueberry, lemon shandy. Oh my God, so good. The Devil's Coil, that's what it's called. It's the third in the Nomad triptych or trilogy, and I've only heard the one song that he's put out for everybody. So hopefully I'll have a promo of it soon, and I can kind of start thinking. I might be my first interview. I don't like to do interviews, but I think I might do an interview for that. So, or not an interview, a review. Sorry. Anywho, is it time to get moving? Have I yapped my gums more than enough at this point? Ooh, look at that. I love that finger that doesn't straighten out. Thanks, surgeon. You were so right on the spot. Oh, yeah, well, that thing working just perfectly for you. Fuck you, buddy. Thanks for fucking my finger up, you jerk off. Anyway. No, I'm not wrapping up the interviews. I actually decided to talk about the stuff first. So there you go. Anyway, let's get started with CDs because there's a lot of vinyl. I don't know, about 20 CDs, somewhere in that range. So first up, the fucking boss. The boss. Francis Albert Sinatra and Antonio Carlos Jobim. This is, the album that they did, the Bossa Nova album. This album is fantastic, man. I'll tell you that the recording on these 60s albums like this are absolutely fucking amazing, man. This thing sounds like you're sitting in the room with them as they're playing. If you don't like Bossa Nova, you won't like it. If you don't like Frank Sinatra, you won't like it. I love Sinatra. Brian, suck a dick. Sinatra rules. Love this guy. You're going to see more Sinatra soon in the vinyl section. So, that's the dealio, man. That's the dealio. I love Frank. Frank's the boss. And this one is killer. Girl from Ipanema's on it, but it's not just that track, man. The whole thing. Dindy is on here. Quiet Nights of Quiet Stars. Meditations. I love this album, man. Had to do it. Had to finally buy it. Got a good deal on it, too. Okay, next up. I'm going to hold off on that one. Let's go with this one here. Kiss, Love Gun, Love Gun. I didn't own any Kiss until a couple weeks ago. And I grabbed Destroyer, a reissue, I don't know when they did these reissues. This looks like it might be an original. Yeah, this is 77. But the reissue I got of Destroyers was late 90s or early 2000s, maybe 2002, something like that. And, I got to admit, man, Kiss was my first love other than maybe Alice Cooper. And, those the early albums from, the first album and the second album, I'm kind of lukewarm on. But from Dress to Kill through Dynasty, I'm good for. Dynasty, I'm iffy on, too. I do like Creatures in the Night, and Asylum's okay. Like a couple of songs on Psycho Circus, like the lead-off track. But what struck me about this album, re-listening to it, driving home from Pittsburgh, I got it for $2.50. So, can't beat that. But what struck me about it was how thin the production is on these albums, man. They don't sound good, but, I like the songs. So there you go. There's that. Okay. I'm going to hold off for that one. All right, here's a duo. And this is a band that Mr. Brian Arkham, who's in the chat here. Brian, cheers. Put me on to. And this, Brian has cost me about $65 as a result. And that would be this band, Slaughter Extroyas, Winter Kill. We did a episode on this band, Dennis and I, on Forgotten Metal Gems. I want to say it was either the second or third one. I don't remember which episode it was. Brian might remember, but probably not. This album is fucking amazing, man. Chicago band. They put out 2 albums. One is Winter Kills, and I have this on vinyl, which you're going to see in a little bit. and I grabbed it in vinyl. I had to have it in vinyl. This one has some bonus tracks, 3 bonus tracks over the 7 album cuts. The singer, Jonathan Stewart, wow, what a histrionic, amazingly crazy singer. I love it. The bass player is killer, Brent Sullivan. Super bassy, this shit. Paul Kratky. What a fucking killer guitar player. And the drummer, Dave Banal, solid. Jonathan, the singer, and Dave are now no longer with us. Yeah. Winter Kill. This album rules. You all know it. Brian knew it first, so I got to give Brian credit. By the way, Brian has a new channel. He doesn't get on camera and do stuff, but he posts a lot of really obscure hair metal. I don't know, Brian. You tell him what you're doing. What you're doing over there, and drop the. Oh, it was Aaron the Metal Theologian. That makes total sense. Total sense. He's the one that put you onto it. What is it? Sons of Northern Darkness or Midwestern Darkness or something like that. I'm sorry, dude. I can't remember. Put your channel in the chat. Here's the second one. I just got this one in. Free the Beast. It includes 5 songs that I think were intended for the second album. Some demos, some basement live recordings. It is nowhere near on the same level as Winter Kill. It's still quite good, especially the first 4 or 5 tracks that were due to be on the new album. But it's not the same caliber as Winter Kill. If you need any of that stuff, you gotta go with Winter Kill for Slaughter. And I would suggest it. And you can find it. It's been reissued a couple times. I think the most recent time was 2022. Brian would know better than I. Well, I guess I can look on the. They were on Monster Records, but the reissue is on Cult Metal Classics and Sonic Age Records. Yeah, Sonic Age. There you go. Okay. All right, next up, we're doing some proto heavy metal. Eh? And we're going to go with a little bit of Sub Lord Baltimore. Sir Lord Baltimore. If you haven't heard this band, they fucking rule. What the hell? I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. My Instagram's going crazy. Oh, okay. By the way, anybody know who Firehouse is? The singer died. CJ something or other. CJ Snare, dead at 64. I don't know who it is. Midwest Metal Archive, new channel name, Come One, Come All. Ooh, quit talking so dirty, Brian. I love when you do that. I hate when you do that. I mean, I love when you do that. Anyways, Sir Lord Baltimore, the 3 albums by this band, Raw 3, the OG, self-titled. The second one is, I think it's called Sir Lord Baltimore too. They didn't have very good ideas for albums. Yeah, I'm sorry. First one is Kingdom Come. Second one is Sir Lord Baltimore. The third one is Raw 3. One came out. First one came out 70, 71 was the second. Third one was 2006. I'm pretty sure several of the guys are not alive anymore, especially, I don't know about the 2006 version, but I'm sure 2 of the guys are dead. Proto heavy metal right here. Kind of like in the vein of Atomic Rooster, kind of like in the vein of Captain Beyond, Deep Purple, without the organ from John Lord, which made Deep Purple heavier than balls. Yeah, Sir Lord Baltimore, triple pack. You know, it's kind of nice for what I got it for. I think $20 for all 3. 2 of them are gatefold sleeves, but they're kind of like it's kind of like that Budgie box set. Cheap in that, you know, there's no insert or no sleeve or no. There is a poster. I think there's a poster here. Yeah, with a lot of credits and all that kind of shit. So very well worth the grab for $21, I think it was, something like that. So, Solo Baltimore. All right, now we're going to get into this. We're going to get into a band I've mentioned before. I don't think I showed these. If I did, I'm sorry. I went and looked at the vinyl I showed. I did not look at the CDs, but I can't remember if I got these before I left for Pittsburgh or not. I don't think I did, but I might have. So this might be a do-over. I apologize if so. And if I did, so what? You need to know about this band. I'm trying to get the front man and main songwriter and keyboard player on. Yeah, it's kind of like Screaming Lord Sutch. It's in that vein. It's heavy blues, metal, or hard rock, but they were doing the Sabbath thing of getting heavier and heavier. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Celtic? Good to see you, buddy. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this band because I fucking love this band. And if I did talk about them already, I apologize, but I'm not sorry. Big Elf. Big Elf out of L.A., man. Damon Fox, guy with the top hat on. Duffy Snowhill over here. This guy's name I forget, damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, they all have kind of funny names. Kind of like a heavy metal King Crimson with a lot of prog, but heavy prog. This is called Cheat the Gallows. This was their third album. The first album is called Big Elf Money Machine. And my favorite, Hex, which I didn't know, but I bought on eBay because it's hard to find. And some dick wrote his initials on there. Thanks, man. But Hex is a fucking masterpiece, man. Oh, my God. Starts off with the Mad Hatter. Whoa. That song will blow your fucking mind. It is so damn good. Bats in the Belfry, awesome. Painkiller, awesome. Disappear, awesome. And that just gets better. Rock and Roll Contract, oh, it gets better. But the best song, man, Sunshine Suicide. Won't you come and take a ride with me? Oh, it's so fucking good, man. Falling Bombs, Black Moth, Burning Bridges, and Bats in the Belfry Part 2. This album fucking rules hard, and you should check it out. Big Elf Hex. This is damn near as good. I'm trying to locate and find their fourth album. I'm going to forget the name of it. Damn it. I know it, but I can't remember it. Nah, don't start with me. Don't start with me, Analog Archives. You son of a bitch just popping in here and playing games like that. Don't do it. You, Dennis, you'd really like Hex. Guarantee you'd like it. Yeah, Frosty, what's up? Phil, what's up? Tim, yes, like Lord Such. How you doing? Hey, man, don't be bagging on my Medusa Disco boys. I love those guys. This one, I don't know what the deal is, man. I'm not really loving it. Damon doesn't sing like he does on the last three albums. It's kind of a weird vibe to his voice. It's not as heavy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Man, Damon, if you're watching this, bro, I love you to death. I want you to come on. Everybody needs to know about Big Elf, but I don't love this album. I'll keep trying, but it's not hitting me. But this one, and this one, especially this one, fucking rules. All right. Moving on. Talk about a weird album that is so weird and so freaking cool. Again, I don't think I showed this. But if I am dipping in and showing them, I know I didn't show this. I couldn't have. Edge of Sanity. I finally got some Edge of Sanity. I've been meaning to do it forever, and I got the one that I like the most, although I really like Crimson. But the Spectral Sorrows. What a freaking weird album, man. And by weird, I mean it's just so weird cool. The recording is strange. The vocals are out there weird. The guitar playing is like experimental and fusiony and strange as fuck. And I need to get a lot more Edge of Sanity. Devin's been on me about this for a while, and it's just one of those things where too many bands, too many catalogs that are empty that I need to fill up. That's the only one I have right now, Spectral Sorrows. But we might be talking to somebody that has something to do with this, hopefully, soon. Just saying, maybe, possibly. All right, we're going to go to an oldie but a goodie, man. Got this out there along with the Kiss Love Gun in Pittsburgh. I'm telling you, this raspberry, blueberry, lemon shandy is the fucking bomb. Maddie, if you're on here, I'm sorry I'm swearing. Like you've never heard it out of your dad's mouth. I apologize. But we're going to try hard, Matt. It's 10-15-ish maybe. Asia, the original supergroup album from 1982, came out in my sophomore year of high school. Got it for $250. I love this album, man. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what your heart meant. Oh, man. Only time will tell. You're leaving now. Soul Survivor. Soul Survivor. Soul Survivor. One Step Closer. Wildest Dreams, my favorite song on here. So fucking good, man. Without You. Great fucking song. Cutting It Fine, and here comes the feeling. I fucking love this album, and I make zero apologies for it, and I give no fucks. No fucks given. That is a nostalgia piece of all nostalgia pieces. And by the way, one of Roger Dean's greatest artwork pieces ever. I want a shirt with that on it. If you see one out there, let me know. All right. All right. In keeping with Marty's stream, the night I got back from Pittsburgh, so the day after my last Collector Scum, they did a Wasp deep dive with Darcy 6 strings, right? By the way, just look at this hair, guys. I mean, is this fucking beautiful or what? I don't know. I kid you not a lie. I've had about 7 old ladies see me out in the last couple of days and go, "Your hair is beautiful." I attract the gilfs. What can I say? The gilfs love me. All right, Wasp, Babylon. So I'm actually starting to dig back into the Wasp catalog past the 5th album, past the Crimson Idol album. I do not have any. I'm looking. Those middle albums, man, the ones that came right after the Crimson Idol, wow. I don't know if I'm going to be owning those. They're stupid expensive for CDs, $50, $60. I'm not doing that for a Wasp CD. Have not listened to this yet. Based on what they talked about in the stream, sounds like it's a pretty decent one, so I'm looking forward to grabbing that. All right, this one, mind blower. Friday, driving home from my MRI, my CT angiogram I had to have done about an hour and a half away from here, because if I waited to have it done locally, it was going to take, no joke, a month and a half to go to get it. But I drove an hour and 15 minutes away, and I got it 2 days later. Driving home, I threw this in because I just got it. The Chasm, the Spell of Retribution. Wow. What a fucking banger. What a banger. Man, Corchado's just a riff genius, man. This thing is fucking killer. Just amazing. But no thanks to Earache and their cheap-ass fucking digipacks. You're going to see more of those in a minute. I'm slowly collecting the Chasms. Some of that shit's hard to find and not very cheap, so we'll get the stuff I can afford. The next 3, well, we'll do those 3 in a series next. Now, here's one. Oh, man. Had to have this. It was the last one I needed to finish the catalog. I have everything now by this gentleman. And some would say maybe the greatest metal singer of all time. I wouldn't argue that at all. But it was the one that didn't come in any of the box sets that I have. And it was the one I had to hunt down. And I paid about half of what I paid for both the box sets for just this one. But I went for it. It is the Japanese version Strange highways. What a fucking banger. This is, to me, this is Ronnie James Dio's mega fucking doom album. God damn, every song on it's a killer. Firehead, Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost. Strange Highways. Hollywood Black, Evolution, Pain, One Foot in the Grave, Give Her the Gun, Blood from a Stone. Here's to You. I don't like that song. Sorry, that was a misstep. And Bring Down the Rain, man. It's got the little obi with all the Japanese stuff. And the insert, of course, is it has the fuck. What am I trying to say? All the Japanese stuff. It is the Japanese Sony version. So it sounds fucking amazing, man. There you go, Celtic. Hell yeah, man. This album fucking rips. Might push for second or third best in his catalog, man. I don't know. It's, you know, it's not Holy Diver and it's probably not Last in Line, but it's fucking killer, man. Killer. All right. That's it for Dio. I got all the Dios now. Here's one, man. This is the most I've paid for a CD in quite a while. I actually paid 36 smackers for this, and the reason is, if you know me, you know I love the band Fifth Angel. You know their debut is one of my favorite all-time albums of all time. All time. I fucking love that album. It is a Desert Island classic, as you saw on the Desert Island top 10. It was number 2, I believe, for me, behind Sabotage, Hall of the Mountain King. But they put out a third album when they came back after 18 years. And Kendall Bechtel was, who was the guitar player on Time Will Tell, the second album, which was kind of commercial, but I still love that album, became the singer. And essentially it was a three-piece. It was John Macco on bass, Ken Mary on drums, who's been keeping the name alive and the vibe alive with the latest one, When Angels Kill, which came out last summer. But this was the third one. And Dennis and I, if Dennis is still in the chat, we had to listen to a YouTube copy or whatever, Spotify, because you couldn't get this in the States. And if you did order in the States from, say, Amazon, you ended up with a CDR. There was no way I was doing that. So I finally found a copy of Third Secret, the Third Secret of Fifth Angel. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is pushing the debut for their best album. I love the new one, but this blows it away. I love the second one, blows it away. The first one, man, it's a tough call because I love Ted Pilot, but Kendall Bechtel, man, you want to hear a guy that sounds like Dio, as good as Dio? Check this fucking guy out, and I am not exaggerating. This album is just banger after banger after banger, and it is their heaviest metal album. After the first 2 tracks, man, Queen of Thieves, Dust to Dust, Can You Hear Me? Oh my God, Can You Hear Me is amazing. This Is War, Fatima, The Third Secret. This album fucking crushes, man. Crushes. Fifth Angel's The Third Secret. I paid $36 for it. Don't regret 1 cent of it. Because now I got them all. All right. I don't know if I showed this the last time. I don't know. I think I had it. Forgot to show it. But I have to show it. If I did show it again, sue me. Ask for your money back. I'll give you money back. Jean-Michel Jarre, the Oxygen Trilogy. I listened to this. First 3 CDs I listened to on my trip out to Pittsburgh, and I made it, I don't know, close to 3 hours in, 2.5 hours in. So about halfway on this CD package alone. It's got the classic Oxygen 1 and Oxygen 2. And Oxygen 3, while it's my least favorite of the 3 parts, has a lot of really, really cool ones. No, I haven't shown it 3 times, dude. I'll bet you any money if you go back and look in my last collection update, I didn't show it. I think I showed it on other streams, but I didn't show it on a collection update. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, man. Jean-Michel Jarre. Actually, it's from a Frenchman. It's pronounced Jean-Michel Jarre. So there you go. Oxygen Trilogy. All right, I may have shown these. I don't recall. Again, I looked at the vinyl I showed, and well, actually, we'll hold off on that series there. If I did show them, I'll show them last. All right. Now, Devin's been bugging the shit out of me, and rightly so, to do something about the lack of bolt thrower in my collection. So, in typical me fashion, what did I do? I went out and bought half the catalog. I bought The Fourth Crusade, Realm of Chaos, Fourth Crusade, my favorite, For Victory, and where's the other one here? And Mercenary? No, Realm of Chaos. What am I saying? Hold on. I missed one. What the fuck's this one called? War Master. I got 4 more to go. Or is it 3? 4, I think. Yeah. And I'm looking for them. I'm hunting them. Again, earache with the cheesy fucking sheep digipack thing with a no insert, no lyrics, no nothing. So yeah. I tell you what, man. What did I say about this, Devin? He asked me. I was driving one night, and I sent a picture of it that I was listening to it. He says, "What do you think of it?" And I said, "I made a video as I was driving, very unsafe, but I was like, riffs, riffs, riffs." That was my fucking reply. This is a riff salad of epic proportions. This band, I love their sound. I love their heaviness. Bolt thrower. Halfway there. Halfway there. All right. Next up. I finally did this. Another one Devin's been bugging the fuck out of me about. Samuel. I got this dual one that actually Devin found for me. And it wasn't cracked like that. And I did that. And I have no clue how the fuck I did it. I'm really hard on those. No, asshole. I've listened to 2 out of the 3. Man, you're kind of a dickbag. You know that? Just saying. Anyway. So I've got Blood Ritual and Worship Him on this dual one. This was a Century Media reissue from 2001. And like I said, but Devin did find this for me. So, I don't know, $16, something like that. Well worth it. I've only listened to that one so far. I haven't dug into these 2. Ceremony of Opposites and Ceremony of Opposites. And these are reissues on was it Classic? Classic releases from, god damn, I can't read it. MDD Records, whoever that is. And also Passage. I think there's one in the middle here that I need to grab yet. And I'll probably grab that. Whether I'll keep going after this, we'll see. I don't know. I like what I heard, but Blood Ritual distinctly sounds like a fucking drum machine. I don't know. Am I right about that? Am I wrong? I don't know. Yeah, I like Fourth Crusade a lot too. All right. Tyler knows about this one. This is about a month ago, but I'm 90% sure I didn't show it because I didn't have it yet. I bought this. Eternus. You got to look at the name of it because it's long. And So the Night Became. And then I decided, man, I got to get more of this stuff. This is a reissue here on Soul Seller Records. But when you look for the first one, Beyond the Wandering Mood, man, it is hard to find that album. It is real drums. Man, it doesn't sound like it. It's weird. It sounds weird sometimes. I don't know. Like, almost like he fucks the beat up at times or something. It's very strange. But anyways, if you're looking for Beyond the Wandering Moon, it is hard to find that album on CD or album. Forget it. It's like $100 or $7,500 for a reissue and crazy money for an OG. But to find an OG CD, $50, $60, $70, $80. But one day, proving that every dog has its day or early bird gets the worm. One morning at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., I fell upon this. And it is an OG. It is not a boot. But it doesn't stop there. It also included this. And it included this. And it included this. All for $30. Hammerheart originals of the first two and the third one. I'm sorry, wait a minute. Yeah. Actually, they're all on Hammerheart. No, one's on Candlelight. This one's on Candlelight. Sorry, this is Candlelight. I lied. The others are Hammerheart. But wait a minute. See, this one's definitely a Hammerheart. I thought this one says that's a reissue. That's a reissue. And as is, that one doesn't seem to be a reissue. Nor does this one, although it says connected. So I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. But anyways, Killer, Swedish Death, Black Death, Blackened Death, however you want to say it. The first two are my favorites. I've not listened to the other two as yet. All right. Last CDs, with the exception of one here. I don't know. I may have said these. If I did, my apologies. The Psychotic Waltz. I think I might have talked about them in the last one before I left for Pittsburgh. If I didn't, real quick, I bought OGs, spent a shit ton of money. Norwegian. I said Swedish, didn't I? Norwegian, sorry. This is their first album. It's called A Social Grace. It also has the DVD. No, this is the original. This is the original one, the original press of this. And I spent a lot of money on these, like stupidly. And then I got the second one. It's here. It's called, and again, I probably did Into the Everflow. I got to get a case and stick the CD in that one. It's actually in the player. Then The Bleeding. I think this is their third one. That was their second one I just showed. This is an original on Bulletproof, Music for Nations. And then the Metal Blade reissue of Mosquito, which is their fourth, and a reissue of A Social Grace with the DVD in it. These are all just after I get these. It's announced that the vinyl reissues and CD reissues are coming with all kind of bonus material. Thanks a lot, Inside Out. You guys are fucking awesome. I would imagine I'll probably go for the vinyls. I'm going to wait and see what I can afford to pull in. All right, the last one you're going to see again. I know I talked about Parish and Vision. The reason I bring that up, this is the rare. I think there was only 1,500 of these made, or even less, maybe 1,000. There's a DVD, a live DVD on this one. The reason I talk about this is Dana Burnell and Ben Jackson from Crimson Glory. Came out in 95. Awesome. Proggy, power metal, traditional metal, little bit of hair, a little glam in it, tiny little bit. The reason I'm showing you that again is because you're going to see the album in a minute. Okay. Albums. Vinyl. Sentence. Shadows of Past. Why doesn't it say Shadows of the Past? Man, this thing's killer. This is Cosmic Key Creations reissue. I think this is limited to 200 black vinyl, I believe. I don't think I showed this, but maybe I did. An original Shrapnel silver label, Digital Dictator. I might have showed this one, but I didn't think I had. Vicious Rumors, Digital Dictator, Carl Albert. What a singer, man. That dude was sadly lost way before his time. This thing's in, I'd say, near mint condition. Paid a little bit for it. Not crazy, but a little bit. This one I don't have a sleeve for because I ran out of them. Immolation. Finally got Immolation. Limited edition purple. Nice thick cardboard in the insert. It's kind of a maroon magenta color. I gotta say, I have three of the first 5 Immolations, and I gotta be honest with you, man. I just don't know. I just don't know on them. I like them, but I don't love them like I wished I did. So, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. Oh, look at this. Thursday, I came up with this one at my local record store. A near mint Opeth Blackwater Park, OG Press, Koch Records, Music for Nations, black vinyl, obviously. I just had to have it. It's my favorite Opeth album, although Still Life pushes it a lot. And I really wanted this on vinyl. So there you go. All right, some cheapies here. These don't even have sleeves because I needed to get sleeves. Still have the stickers on them. Kind of a beater version of Tarkus from ELP. It's not bad for $6. The record looked like it was in good shape. It's gatefold. Original 77, I think. Is it 77? Or is it 72? Man, where the fuck is it? 71. I was off a little bit there. Should have known a little bit better. Okay. Oh, you know what? And I know I did get, and I didn't pull it. I think it's in the car. I did get the last Psychotic Waltz album. It's called God's Own Machine, I believe. God's something machine. Zach might know. I haven't even gotten around to that one yet. I haven't really gotten through it. So, yeah, working on that. The record store I go to, this is my buddy up there, Nathan. Nathaniel, you're going to get to meet him one of these days. He is a fucking trip. Fun dude, out of his mind, living the 80s dream. He put out this album. He gave me a copy of it called Making the Most Out of Nothing, Nathaniel Kinsey. Haven't gotten through it yet, but I'm going to. He said, knowing how I play guitar, I'll probably think it sucks, but, whatever. Boston's Don't Look Back, cheap beater copy, $5, $6. Vinyl looked good. The jacket was okay. A little bit of ring wear, but not much. Edge wear, tiny bit. Tiny. Unholy Cult. I have Close to a World Below. Man, I forget. Devin probably knows what I have better than I do. I forget. Here and after I have that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just not there on that band. And that might be it for me. I may just tap out there. This one here brings up memories of 1977, 78, when I was in junior high. Would have been in 7th grade. And this song, the lead track from this, the lead single from this album was massive. If you weren't a 70s kid, you won't remember. Sweet, level-headed. Love is like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high. Not enough and you're gonna die. Love gets you high. Great fucking that track, that single track is one of the best radio songs you're ever gonna hear. Sweet, level headed. My only Sweet album. I don't even own what's it called? Boulevard, the one with Ballroom Blitz on it. Can't remember the name of it now. Is it Desolation Boulevard? No. Is it? Might be Desolation Boulevard. All right. This one just came in yesterday. I haven't even spun it. Tsunami. This is a classic from the early 80s, 82. Kind of an LA hair band. But what was interesting about this band was kind of in keeping with the loudness thing that was going on. They had two Asian guitar players. And you got to look at this guy. That guy right there, he looks like Jeff Lynne from ELO. That's the bass player. His nom de plume, Max Load. I kid you not, Max Load. Right there, you can see it, Max Load. Love this song. Love the song on here. The lead single was a song called "The Runaround." I can never get that song out of my head. I fucking love it, man. So good, so good. The Runaround is man, it's just a killer fucking ballad, heavy metal ballad. It's oh man, it's in the Alone Again sort of category. It's not like fucking Every Rose Has Its Thorn. It's darker. If I knew the words better, I'd sing it, but you probably still wouldn't know it. I've been bugging Aaron about trying to buy his copy, but I finally found a copy for a reasonable price. All right, this one you guys got to see. I'm trying to think. Did any of those? Hang on. Yeah, they're all regular black vinyl. This one you guys got to see. Convulsing, Grievous, Australian one-man band. This thing is fucking haunting, scary, evil, psychedelic, out there shit, man. It's amazing. Why are you doing that to me, you bastard? I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but it is gorgeous. One of 80 copies. They're already sold out, I do believe. It has the OB strip, insert, another insert here. No, that's it. This came out through Meteor Gem. It was a Meteor Gem exclusive. There was a 1 of 20 version that I missed out on, and this is the 1 of 80 version. This thing's been leaving me high and dry on the horns thing, man. What the fuck? It's not gonna do it. Fuck off, Mr. Apple iMac thing. There he is. Metal and Beer Snob. Yeah, it just came out, Logan. You're right. I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but it's a one-man project from Brendan Sloan. Brendan Sloan, who's in Alters. Also in Alters. He's been in a bunch of other bands. They're coming over here next month. I'm going to try and catch them in Philly, and then I'll hopefully be seeing them down at Maryland Death Fest. But Convulsing, Grievous, haunting, dark, fucked up shit. I'm just saying, man, like the stuff of nightmares, like an LSD nightmare. All right. Some jazz, Weather Report, Mysterious Traveler. This, of course, includes Wayne Shorter, Joe Zawinul, however you say his name. Stanley Jordan, I do believe. I'd have to look here. And this is the original. There's the original. They put another sleeve, but there's the original sleeve in there. Who else is on here? Ishmael Welburn. Alfonso Johnson on bass. I don't know if this one has any guitar on it. I've yet to listen to it as yet. Looks like it's mainly piano, Fender Rhodes, percussion. Alfonso Johnson, great bass player, man. Great bass player. Yeah, killer album there. You know what's kind of fucked up, man? We started, we had 17 people on, now there's 7. Oh well. You guys know me, you'll know this band. Icon, Night of the Crime. Well, now there's 6, so soon we'll only have 1 or 2. That's how I like it. This is a promo copy. One of the best, if not the best, hard AOR albums you're ever going to hear. Icon, Night of the Crime. Icon out of Phoenix, Arizona. If you watch Dennis and I, we did these albums on Forgotten Metal Gems. First one's a little bit more heavy metal. That one's a little bit more AOR, but it's great AOR, man. Absolutely fantastic. More Frank, Brian, just for you in the wee small hours. This is one of the first concept album where all the songs have a similar vibe and similar kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, Eclipse Day. Shit, that's right. That's tomorrow. Glad you reminded me of that. Yeah. Love Frank Sinatra, man. This one's got a lot of pops and crackles, but it was only $5. I love that artwork, man. I don't know what it is about that artwork, but it's so freaking cool, man. I'd wear a shirt of that, like a metal shirt. All right, we're getting down to the bottom of the stack here soon. And again, as I said, there's Parish and Vision. I didn't even know they made a vinyl version of this. I can thank Mr. Brian Arkham for spending more of my money again. A beautiful pressing, sounds amazing. It came out on No Remorse Records in 2022. I believe there was only 500 copies of these, maybe less. I got to look that up, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Again, this is Ben Jackson and Dana Burnell's post Crimson Glory band. It is fucking amazing. This came out around the same time that Strange and Beautiful did, maybe 2 years after. Blow Strange and Beautiful by Crimson Glory off the map, man. Out of the water. Yeah, that's just black, by the way. Slaughter, Extroyas, Winter Kills. This is a red pressing, I believe. I'm trying to remember. I haven't played this yet because I have the CD. Red pressing. Had to have it on vinyl. Had to have it. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Only a couple more. I finally went down this rabbit hole. Blast Beats was having the 300 white copies of Windeer, so I grabbed Arntor, Double Live, Gatefold. Beautiful pressings. Really well done. I don't know who did these. I'll have to look in a minute here. Let me see. Seasons of Mist. Remember when they were only going to do those box sets? Remember those? Remember? Yeah. Really beautiful hardcover sleeves. The artwork, and I believe some pictures on there. And they are white. Snow White. Haven't given these a spin as yet, but will do. I've listened to them like online, and I dig it. It's good stuff. Is it my everyday sort of kind of stuff? No, but it beats the shit out of fucking raw black metal any day. I got that one and 1184, excuse me, 1184. Again, 300 pressing. I think this was exclusive to Blast Beats. Maybe? Not sure. Okay, out in Pittsburgh again. Warrior, Fighting for the Earth. OG Press on MCA. Great insert, perfectly preserved. I would call this a near mint, except for that it's a We think there was a radio station that dropped a bunch of promos off because there was a bunch. You're gonna see one more, and the Icon debut I was gonna grab, but it was unopened, and I was a little leery of dealing with that. So plus they wanted 50, and they would not come off of it. At the Pittsburgh store, the Roaring Silence. I know I showed this Friday night or last Saturday night. This is the one with Blinded by the Light. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Nobody knows what those lyrics are, but that's the lyrics, actually. On Warner Brothers. Great album, man. Very proggy. Probably their second best album behind Solar. Fuck, I'm forgetting the name of it. Can't remember. Anyways, I love this Paul McCartney album, Venus and Mars. I might actually like it more than the the one that everyone loves, Band on the Run. I just love songs on here like Listen to What the Man Says, Venus and Mars, Rock Show, Lovin' Song is so killer. Magneto and Titanium Man, Letting Go, Medicine Jar. Listen to What the Man Says. This is a fucking banger of an album, man. It's kind of rough, though. It's a $6 album. What do you expect? A couple more, and then we're wrapping up. As I said, some more. You'll see some more of the promo jobbies from Pittsburgh. Here we go. Another promo. Wait, is it? Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Maybe it isn't a promo. I thought it was. No, there it is. Promo. The second Stone Fury album. I have both of them now. An OG. This is Near Mint. Perfect Shape on MCA. It's their synth album. It's not as good as the first one, but I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Only OG press exists of what? The Warrior? The Warrior. You're probably thinking about the Warrior, yeah. Okay. Al Stewart, You're the Cat. One of my favorite 70s albums. Every song on here is a mega banger. It's got You're the Cat. It's got Broadway Hotel, On the Water, On the Water. I'm sorry, On the Border. The wind whipped up the waves so loud. Ghost moon sails among the clouds. Turns the rifles into silver on the border. Love that song, man. That's a badass song. Great, great guitar work by Peter White on that. Lord Grenville. Midas Shadow. Sand in Your Shoes. If it don't come naturally, leave it. Flying Sorcery. Oh, man. Broadway Hotel. Fucking rules. And then, of course, You're the Cat. One of the greatest 70s songs ever. The Year of the Cat. On a morning from a Bogart movie. In a country where they turn back time. You go strolling through the crowd like Peter Lorre contemplating a crime. By the blue tile wall, there's a market store. There's a hidden door she leads you through. See, that shit's here, man. That's how important that music was to me back then. All right, we got a Triumph album. Sport of Kings. Kind of their wimpy commercial album, but I love a lot of the songs on here, like Tears in the Rain, Hooked on You, Just One Night, Somebody's Out There, Somebody's Out There. In the Middle of the Night's great. Yeah, good album. Not great, but good. It only cost me like $6. And holy balls. I think there's a couple CDs I'm missing, but I do believe that is it, fellas. And ladies, if my daughter's still here, I doubt she is. She probably bailed out of here right away. But yeah, I think that's it. A lot of good shit, a lot to listen to. I just ordered 2 of the Death reissues today because I had no Death on vinyl. So I got Human and Sound of Perseverance with the foil. Oh boy. Also got Amorphous' Tales of 1,000 Lakes, 10,000 Lakes. I have. This is all I have coming in, and then I'm kind of done for a little while. I have to be. Oh, Mads is still watching. Okay, Mads, give me 5 minutes and I'll be done. Because I just need to run through a couple things here real quick with everybody. Where's it at? Yeah, I have a painted doll psychedelic record on order from Chris Ryford's partner Dave Mills, I think his name is. Not sure what's going on there. I'm a little bit perturbed. It's been 6 weeks and no. He says it's shipped, but I got no tracking, so I'm beginning to wonder what's up. I have. What do I have coming in? And then I got to chill because we've got Maryland Death Fest, and I've got to chill. Painted doll vinyl. I've got the Winter LP, the special edition from Svart coming in May. The Convulse CDs coming along with that. World Without God. I got the CD. I'm looking for the vinyl. Jake found me a copy at Nuclear War Now. It's kind of pricey. I've got Satyricon, an original OG press CD of Dark Medieval Times on Moonfog 01. Crypt Sermon CD and LP ordered. Can't wait for Crypt Sermon. Yes. I've got a Crimson Glory Transcendence t-shirt on order, and I've got the new Necrot on order. And that's all I've got right now. Other than that stuff I ordered today, which was the Death and the other stuff. So World Without God, yeah, killer, man. Killer. Well, Brian, the new presses from Relapse are the ones with foil jacket. And sound was 2 LPs, was 31. That's not too bad, I thought. I got Human, and that was 24. I didn't think that was too bad, actually. Usually they run, 28, 29, 30, 31 now for a single LP, which is Highway Robbery. But, yeah. So that's that. All right. So any questions? Real quick, Tuesday night, 9:30, here, Eastern. Phil Tugas from Worm and 9 million other bands. You know them. Cathealist, First Fragment, Eternity's End, Surox. Andrew can tell you all the rest. He knows all the bands. He's in love with Phil. What else? Hoping to have Chris Ryford by the end of the week. Also, hoping to have some news on some other big name guests as well. How much is it worth now? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Symbolic's hard to find because that's the one that Relativity Roadrunner still owns and won't sell. Man, this is so good. Again, hang on. For anyone interested, I don't know if you can get this anywhere else. Logan, I opened this thinking you might be here early, but you came late. So fuck you. Anyway, just kidding. Lancaster Brewing Company, Raspberry Blue Trail, Raspberry Lemon, and Blueberry Shandy. Oh boy, dude. You gotta taste one of these, man. You gots to. You should come up to Maryland Death Fest. Oh, that's right. You're down in Louisiana now. Forget it. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, that was a good one. A lot of fun. I'm hoping Robert is putting me in touch with somebody that I'm looking to talk to big time. That would be a huge get. That he doesn't do a lot of interviews, so I'm hoping maybe I could pull that off. Yeah, it is so good, Brian. Oh, my God. I just showed it. Logan, I just showed it. Lancaster Brewing Company, Raspberry, Blueberry, Lemon, Shandy. It's like drinking a dessert. So fucking good. With a buzz. You get a tiny little buzz off of it. Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's killer. I don't know. I'd have to, if you want some, I guess I'd have to ship it down to you. I don't know if you can get it down that way, but you could check with your distributor. They may be able to get some down, but I don't know. If it's just, it might just be a tri-state area beer. Sorry, man, my nose is running weirdly. I don't know why that is. Just the left side of my nose. Yeah, May 11th on Jimmy's channel, Future Ruins. We're doing a pregame for Maryland Death Fest for all of us that are going. I think Rick is going to join us because he's going to do the thumbnail. Rick, just letting you know now, I kind of want it maybe by the end of April if possible, so we can advertise it good. And the cool thing about this stream is, I told you the players at the beginning, Serge, me, Jimmy, two friends of Jimmy's, I believe, Nick and John from Thralls. And we're going to talk about bands we want to see, food we want to eat, beers we want to drink, all that kind of good stuff. Jimmy and I got a room down there that I think Serge is going to stay the one night, and we may have room for other people if they need a place to crash that we run into that we know. Yeah, I almost got that grapefruit shandy. I need to try that. And we're doing that May 11th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 Western, and we're going to have some special guests. So I've had a couple commitments, or mostly commitments, from guys like Kelly from Atheist, Greg from Forbidden, people that are playing the fest, by the way. Maybe Luke and Kevin, I'm hoping, from Gorguts, at least Kevin. Maybe Greg from Esoteric, although he's on tour, so not sure. God damn it, what the fuck? Got a hair up my nose. Maybe 1 or 2 special guests who I can't mention right now because I can't talk about it. There's some stuff going on there that I can't get into. Should be made public very soon. From a band that a lot of people are going to be pretty stoked to see her is playing there, but it's not been made public as yet. It's a late replacement for another band. Who else? I'm working on a couple other people, so we'll see how that goes. And that's about it. I think that's about it for the upgrade or update. And anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Anybody? Anybody? It's the live debut of Burzum. No, it's not. If they brought Burzum there, I wouldn't go. I really wouldn't, I don't think. It's a principle thing. Man, that was literally like drinking a glass of berry iced tea. That was awesome. So yeah, there you go. There's the stack. The recent stack. That's in the last not quite 4 weeks. Some of that was left over. I think I had the Jarret and the Psychotic Waltz already. Maybe the Big Elf. Maybe. All the rest of that's new. So I got a little bit of a problem. I do believe. Can. Yes, I do. Did you get Tago Mago? I think it's Tago Mago. I think that's what it's called. Ah, man, do I not have a... Shit, where'd my pick go? Can't find my pick. I don't know what I did. I dropped it. You guys probably can't hear that. Anyway, I gotta go because I gotta talk to my daughter. So good to see you all. Thank you for joining me, and let's hope more is to come. A lot of shows coming up. Planning to see Wayfair in Philadelphia, Skeletal Remains and Exhumed, Freebird. Yeah, I don't have a slide on me. Who else? God damn. Queensryche and Armored Saint. God damn, I'm blanking. Spectral Voice, Thealist, Esoteric. I don't know. There's a whole lot of shows coming. I really gotta write them down because I've been fucking around. By the way, real quick, any King Crimson fans here? If there are, I don't know if you heard the recent news in the last week or so, but Adrian Belew put a band together consisting of himself, Steve Vai, Danny Carey from Tool, and Tony Levin. So Adrian and Tony are original Crimson era 2, if you want, Mark II, from the Discipline era, which is a really interesting, very interesting musically interesting era of King Crimson, kind of moving into the 80s, moving away from the 70s prog stuff. But they have some crazy, the albums are pop, but they're crazy complex guitar, and oh man, just unbelievable. So long story short here, there's my pick. They put this band together and they booked shows, a bunch of them, Europe, United States. They're calling it BEAT, Beat, which was the third album. I think it was Discipline, Three of a Perfect Pair, and then Beat, the least popular one. It's a good album though. And they are doing all that material from those 3 albums, with Belew on vocals, Vai on guitar, being Fripp, Belew on guitar as well, and of course Tony Levin on bass, synth, Chapman stick, and Danny Carey's taking over the Bill Bruford role. So I went to look at what tickets were at the Philly show. There were 4 seats left, 2 in the pit and 2 in the first row. Anyone want to take a crazy wild guess? And Devin, you're not allowed to chime in on this. Anyone want to take a wild guess how much one ticket was in the pit or in the first row in the Keswick Theater, which holds, I think, 980 people, somewhere in that range? Take a guess. Everybody take a guess, quick. Throw your number in there. $420 is not it. I guess nobody wants to play the game. The seat in row 1, $500 a ticket. In the pit ticket, which there's 3 rows in the pit, it was $899. That's not a resale ticket. That is through the website. That is fucking thievery. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's me just fucking around. No particular goal in mind there. I got to go, guys. I'm going to go check out my daughter, and then I got to jump on another stream. If anybody's bored and wants to watch a top 5 bass players in hard rock metal, we're doing that over on PB Thal. It's called PB Thal, Thal. It's Patrick the Archivist, the vinyl archivist. He changed the name of the channel. So head over there and check them out. And yeah, there you go. Oh, I could use your help because I didn't get my list together. So quick, give me a couple great bass players in metal. Steve Harris, obviously. Who else you have? Who you got for bass players? Favorite, best bass players? Give me some great bass players. I'm trying to think. Man, Frank's not gonna make the cut. He's not in my upper list. Yeah, in metal, in rock. Yeah, Pete Way. He's all right. He's not. I would never call him a great bass player. He was good. I'm trying to figure out really killer players. Billy Sheehan's a good one. John Myung. Anybody else got any here? Brian, you got any? What else you got? I guess Les Claypool might make it. Victor Wood. Oh, Chris Squire. How did I forget Chris Squire? Holy shit. How else? Who else we got? Uh, Lemmy. Was Lemmy a great bass player? I'm asking. What's everybody think about Lemmy? Anybody got any like prog guys? I'm trying to think. It's terrible. I'm drawing a blank right now on prog dudes. Other than John Myung, Geddy Lee, Chris Squire. Don't say Mike Rutherford. He's not there. Stevie D. Very good. Stevie D. Yes. And what else we got? In metal, I'm trying to think who else. I know it's like crazy that other than Steve Harris, obviously. What metal band? Oh, Roger Patterson, man. One more. I need Alex Webster. That's a pretty good one. That's a good one, but I'm not going to use that one, Tyler. Anybody else got a metal guy, a metal bass player that's prominent other than Sheehan, Roger Patterson, DiGiorgio, John Myung, and Steve Harris? Who else? Got to be more. Come on. I mean, Les Claypool, he's not. Joe Bench. Who the fuck is Joe Bench? Oh, from Bolt Thrower? I mean, solid dude, but she's not like a virtuoso. I get where you're coming from. I was thinking, fuck, I had one, and then I looked at Joe Bench, and I was like, who's that? I thought it was maybe one of your jokes, but it wasn't. Fuck, I had one, and it's gone. Oh, son of a bitch. You know what? I think I'm going to use a jazz guy. There was a metal guy there, but I think I'm going to use a jazz dude. I have Jocko in there because Jocko was kind of like, the crazy fucking guy. But I think I'm either going to use Victor Wooten or Ron Carter. Oh, shit, there's Mingus, too. God damn it. Fuck. Man, it's hard to not put Lemmy in there, though, man, because Lemmy was... Or Geezer. Lemmy or Geezer. But Geezer was never like a crazy good bass, like out there bass player. But Lemmy was more because of his sound and his tone playing through the Marshalls. I almost got to go with Lemmy. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Lemmy. All right, check out Patrick's stream over on PB Thaw. They're live now, I believe. So I'm going to jump over there and jump on their stream and check them out. And you can catch me on there doing our thing there. So Trujillo, yeah, he's great. I'm not, I think he's underutilized now, unfortunately. But when he was in Infectious Grooves or with Suicidal, much more prominent, much more, yeah. Jeff Berlin. I didn't even think of Jeff Berlin. He could probably jump in there too, but I got a mix of people. So, all right, guys, I got to roll. I'll see you later. All right, everybody, thank you for joining. What is today? Today's Monday. Rick, I will see you in a couple days. Forgot to mention that. I'm going down to Decibel Fest Saturday to see Deicide, Tomb Mold, Dying Fetus, Lamp of Murmur. I think there's I forget who else is all. Daiva. Meeting up with Rick and Nick and John. Just Nick from Thralls, not John. That's for Maryland Death Fest. Just meeting up with Nick and his brother-in-law, which is funny because Nick is like 6 foot and his brother-in-law is like 6'8", and Rick and I combined could be like 6'8". I'm 5'7.5". Rick, I don't know what you are, but I'll let you say if you want. But you're shorter than I am. And his brother-in-law is going to be tall. Like if you stretch, like if Rick got on my shoulders and stood up, we might not be as tall as Nick's brother-in-law, which is fucking hilarious. I'm just kidding. That's not real. But put that channel name. Yeah, all right. PB Thaw. PB Thaw. Or Vinyl Archivist, if you look it up. That was the old name, but I think it still brings up PB Thaw. But I got to run, guys. Love you guys. You guys are the best. Thanks for all the super chats. You guys rule. Just kidding. Thanks for all the T-shirt orders. Just kidding. Tyler, you ordered one. Oops. I don't know how that happened. I just dipped out. So did who else? Who else? Someone else ordered in here. I think Andrew did. Yeah, Andrew did. Yeah. So there you go. All right. I gotta run, guys. Peace.